Amity's Test Kitchen. Beast Keeping Coven Head. Chapter 31, The Cause of the Problem. Notes. See the end of the chapter for notes. Chapter text. Amity walked into the kitchen and noticed the entire household sitting at the table. Amity walked over to the pantry and removed a loaf of bread and went to the fridge. Everyone watched as Amity started layering her sandwich. Bologna, crunchy peanut butter, a slice of Swiss cheese and a nice smear of mayo to top it off. "Okay, Amity," Camilla said, drawing the witch's attention. "Please have a seat." Amity walked over and lowered herself into a chair. "Is everything all right?" she asked. Luz spoke up next. "We aren't sure. The things you have been eating, is that your way of coping with everything that happened before we got stuck here?" Amity looked around. "Do you all think that? Is this an intervention?" The group went silent, but the intent was clear. Amity reached down and pulled out a small notepad and flipped open to the first page, and everyone noticed the tally marks. Amity counted the pencil strokes and smirked. She looked up at Hunter, grinning. "That's 1 whole month, buddy." Gus looked over at Hunter. "What is she talking about?" 1 month earlier. Hunter walked into the kitchen and noticed Amity constructing a cheese, mayo and mustard sandwich. "Please tell me you aren't going to eat that," he muttered. Amity narrowed his eyes at him. "You got a problem with my tastes?" She shot back. Hunter crossed his arms. "You know, if anyone else saw you eating your weird concoctions, that they would have a sit down with you and voice their concerns within a week." Hunter mused. "Is that so?" Amity snarled. Hunter nodded enthusiastically. "Then how about we make this interesting?" Amity said, propping her hands on the counter and leaning forward. "So let me get this straight." Willow said, "You were making weird foods and eating them to see how long it would take for you to break us?" Amity shook her head. "Not exactly. Every day I made one and you just let it slide, meant Hunter has to do my daily chores on the list Camilla made for us all, not that I don't want to help," she said, looking at Camilla, worried that her actions might make it seem she did not want to pull her weight around the house. Gus tapped his chin. "Clever, Blight." He let a whistle, and Hunter frowned and crossed his arms and sinking into his seat. V rubbed at her temples. "How did you manage to eat all that garbage without making yourself sick?" Amity shrugged. "Spend enough time with my mom and you can basically stomach anything," she retorted. "I'm sorry for subjecting you all to those horrible things, but one of the rules was I needed to push it as far as I could." Luz looks at Amity. "You ate all that just to get out of doing housework?" Amity grabbed Luz's hand, giving a gentle squeeze. "Well, I was thinking I could spend all that free time I acquired being around you as much as possible," she stated, smiling, making Luz blush. "Perhaps we could start by having a nice dinner somewhere? I need some real *****ing food." Notes. Thus concludes this FIC. Seeing as I have updated every day for 30 days straight, which was my goal by the way, we have come to the stunning conclusion. I would like to thank everyone that came along on this journey of madness and depravity. I now have to live with the fact that this is my 3rd greatest work on the site. Guess I need to live with the shame.